Hello, friends. Jen Hoffman from Healthy Moving. I wanted to come on and do a live broadcast because I have gotten a lot of questions. It's cold and flu season, and everybody wants to know what kind of movement they can do to either prevent themselves from getting sick, to give their immune system a little boost and help support their immune function. But also, I've gotten emails from people who are saying, I'm getting over a cold or I'm getting over the flu. Everything hurts. Is there anything I can do? So I thought I'd come on and share with you 3 of my favorite exercises to do during that time. What I love about doing movement to help support our immune function. I know I'm a big believer in doing lots of natural things to boost your immunity. And so like vitamins, supplements, making sure you have a good diet, all that kind of stuff is really important. But a lot of people sleep on the fact that movement and how we move our bodies can really impact our immune function. And there's really 2 primary ways we can support our immune function with movement. First of all, movement is what helps stimulate the flow of lymph in your body. And that's your lymphatic flow is really important for your immune function. So when we do movement, particularly movement targeted at moving through your lymph system, getting lymph moving, then we are really helping you. And unfortunately, a lot of our modern habits create some tension and maybe stagnation in some of these areas. Like when we are spending all of our time at a computer or driving, we get lots of neck and shoulder and chest tension. And we have so many kind of clusters of nodes in this area that when that tension, not only does it not feel great, we can get tension headaches and neck and shoulder pain and all that kind of stuff, but it really impacts our immune function as well. And the other part of our body that when we spend a lot of time sedentary, sitting, even if you exercise, if you spend a lot of time where you're sedentary, all the nodes that are in and around the belly and down into the hips can also get not as much movement as they need in that area. So we can really help your lymphatic flow when we move. And also, I'm sure you have no doubt about the impact of your stress level on your immune function. We know that when we're stressed, our immune system doesn't function as well, and then we can get sick easier. So movement can also help in that it's reducing our stress level. I know it's not as easy as popping a couple of pills, a couple of vitamins, I should say, because I know that's a huge common thing. And I am not saying that you shouldn't take all of the wonderful supplements and vitamins that you are taking to support your immune function, but you should also be moving. And this is a lot less expensive. I'm going to give you 3 of my favorite moves now, and then I'm going to tell you about a little bundle that I have. Really inexpensive. I'm putting it on sale for an absolute no-brainer price this weekend, so that you can get the help that you need to support your immune function during cold and flu season. Okay, I'm going to stand back. I'm going to do these exercises standing because I like to use any excuse I can to stand up. But if you are not feeling well and you're using these when you're getting over a cold, you can even just sit up in your bed and do these. All of these exercises can be done really gently. One of them is a standing exercise that you'll have to kind of stand up and move to, but it can be by a wall if you're not feeling that well. You can do the neck and shoulder ones, though, sitting down. Okay, I'm going to move my microphone so that you can still hear me. So I said that we're going to focus on the neck and shoulder region and then also the midsection, because those are 2 areas that can really be impacted by how much time we're doing things in our modern life, and we can get a lot of immune benefit from them pretty quickly. The great thing is that not only does this stuff support our immune system, but it really helps our health and wellness in general. So when you think about a neck stretch, you may know me from the Genie Magic. That's a great one to do, but I want to give you a different one. And what I want you to pay attention as you're doing this is that there is no exact, precise way or position to have your arm. I want you to kind of move around through a couple different positions so that you can feel where you're holding your tension. But just think about trying to get stretch and release of tension so that you can get movement in your neck. Let's start. I'm going to mirror you. So I'm going to do the opposite side as you. We'll start. Let's inhale your left hand up overhead as you bend to the right. And when you bend to the right, we're going to let your head come over to the right side. So your ear toward your right shoulder. Hang out there. Let your head be heavy. You don't have to pull it down, but you're just going to let kind of gravity help it hang there. And then we'll take the left arm up and back over, and we're going to come to having the arm positioned so that your elbow is slightly bent, and then we're going to start to play with finding your tension. Start to bring that arm forward toward being out in front of you, and then back out toward your side. Imagine that you're reaching your left elbow away from your body as you do this motion. And then somewhere along there, you might feel, oh my gosh, this is my spot. This is where I have a ton of tension. Which one of these spots feels not like the others? That's the spot you're looking for. And just kind of hang out there. When you find that spot, you might also try turning your chin towards your right shoulder. And then bring your left arm back up overhead. Inhale up. Left arm down, right arm up and over as you let your head fall to the left side. Head is heavy. Right arm comes down. Bend the elbow and start moving forward and back. Not holding your breath, right? If you have a cold, oftentimes you'll have a hard time breathing through your nose. So it's okay to breathe through your mouth while you do this. If you're fighting some sinus stuff right now, find your spot, hang out there, maybe move your chin towards your left shoulder. And then the right arm comes back up toward the left. Inhale back up. Let's do one more for the upper body, but this is really about the chest and kind of the underarm area. You know you have a whole bunch of lymph nodes in that area. I'm going to turn to the side so that you can see. We're just going to take one arm at a time, our arm back behind us, but I wanted to turn to the side so that you can see. Often what happens when you take your arm back is you kind of push your ribs forward to avoid getting at the tension that you might have in and around this part of your body, especially if you spend a lot of time doing this. So imagine take your opposite hand, I don't care which arm you start on, but take your opposite hand to the sternum and let your rib cage and your sternum kind of relax down. You might feel like you get overly arched in your back, but that's okay. Let your sternum kind of rest down so that it comes toward vertical, and then keep that anchored there as you take the opposite arm back. When you take the arm back, try to have your elbow crease, the inside part of your elbow, pointed the same direction as your face. So you might have to externally rotate your arm to get that pointing straight ahead, and then you can turn your palm back. So again, you're keeping one hand anchored there as you take that arm back, and you're just taking it however far back you can without lifting the chest. So keeping your chest down and take that hand back. And then release. Do the same thing on the opposite side. Relax your ribs, your sternum vertical, elbow pit pointing forward, opposite arm comes back. Breathe. When you take one arm back, you might notice that you kind of want to turn toward that side. Resist that. Those are all ways that we kind of get around the tension that we have, but we're trying to get to that tension. So keep your chest and shoulders forward as you take that hand back. Breathe. And then release. Okay, so we did the neck, the underarm. Now let's get kind of through the middle part of the body. If you spend a lot of time sitting at your desk at work or in the car, other places, all of the lymphatic flow through here is really important. So we want to move the pelvis with respect to the rib cage here. That's our goal, to move these two pieces of you independently of the other to kind of get some mobility going through your midsection. So let's start moving the pelvis and anchoring the rib cage. Again, just like we did on the last exercise, let your rib cage relax down, let your sternum relax. Take both hands to either side of your rib cage and try to keep your rib cage really stationary as you shift your pelvis to the side. Now, it's probably not going to stay completely level as you go to the side, but we're not hiking the hip up. We're not taking it and particularly lifting the hip up. We're trying to keep it pretty level as we scoot it to the side. If you've been sick and in bed for a few days, this one can feel really good as your body craves movement even when you're sick. Okay, now let's do the opposite. Let's keep the pelvis stationary and move the ribs. This feels like a snazzy dance move. So hands are on your hips and you're shifting your rib cage side to side. Are you breathing? All right, that's simple, right? Simple, 3 simple things that you can do to decrease your stress, support your immune function, and really support your health and wellness in general. Great for all of that is great for your breast health and for any chronic headaches, increasing your energy, all kinds of benefits from those movements. So I told you that I wanted to tell, if you're in my coaching and challenge program, there are 2 tracks of all the videos that I recommend with tons of exercises for immune and stress. So check out both the immune track and the stress track. I know people often ask me in the coaching program, I'm not feeling well. Do I have to do nothing? Can I do no movement? And the exercises that are included in there are really gentle and you can do them even in your bed. But for everybody else, I wanted to give you more than just those 3 exercises. So I put together, let me see if I can show it here. I put together a bundle of 4 different classes that all support reducing your stress and improving your immune function. And since it's cold and flu season, and to make it as easy as possible for you, way less than the cost of NyQuil or even your favorite vitamin, you can get these classes. So it's on sale. It's normally $29.97, which is less than the cost of 2 drop-in classes, and you're going to have unlimited lifetime access to 4 classes. But to make it a no-brainer, like I said, I put it on sale for $9 through this Sunday only. You can go to healthymoving.com/immune to get more information on that. The 4 classes that are in there, just so that you know, there's a 1-hour class for easing stress relief. There's a resting action pack, which actually comes with a printable that you see kind of there that gives you exercises that you can do as you're really kind of just easing your way back into movement if you're getting over a cold or if you're taking care of sick people in your house. I know when my kids are sick, I don't have a ton of energy to do a whole bunch of stuff, but I want to make sure I'm supporting my movement so that I can be healthy to take care of my people. So that's got some great stuff for that. Now it has a 30-minute immune boost flow class. So it's a flow of exercises, all of them laying down, that really help support your immune function, and you can do them while you are sick. So it's great for even when you're sick. And then the last thing that's in there is a short practice, just a 10 or 11-minute practice, so that you can ease the tension in your upper body. It's a neck and shoulder short practice to help promote lymphatic flow through that part of your body. So what I want you to remember or to feel and appreciate is that you can do simple things. So often when we think, oh, I know I need to be part of my health plan and what I'm doing to take care of my health should be that I'm exercising. And yes, absolutely, that's great. But you can do things that fit into maybe a non-traditional, at least what you traditionally think of as exercise. And that bundle has stuff to meet you wherever you're at. So if you have 10 minutes, if you have 5 minutes, if you have 30 minutes, or if you have an hour, there's stuff there to support you. I hope that helps you stay happy and healthy and feeling amazing all throughout this whole cold and flu season. All right, friends, be well. Bye-bye.